Καλησπέρα σας, καλοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές. Good evening. Welcome to our program. Before we carry on, I have to say a big thank you to my sponsor, Dr. Βασίλη Μαύρου and Varosi Lentics and States. Thank you, Dr. Μαύρου. Να είστε καλά. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ. Thanks very much για την στήριξη. And I have with me tonight a special guest. Is Councillor Doris Jiagge. Doris Jiagge, welcome to our program, Faces. You are the mayor of Enfield.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me here today. And my name is Councillor Doris Jiagge, and I agree with you, I'm the current mayor of Enfield.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. We're going to talk about yourself, you know, just a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to talk about the work you're doing for Enfield Council, and especially about your charity, because some things are coming up very soon, and before you leave, you have to do so much, I suppose.
Thank you very much. Well, I'll say this is not my first stint as a councillor. I've been a councillor before 2014 to 2018, and I was deputy mayor 2017-2018, and then I didn't get elected. A little bit about myself.
Yes,
I
please.
come from Ghana. I was born, bred, and educated in Ghana. I come from a very political, or I'll say, family, yes. My great aunt, who is really very popular, is called Jiagge. So when I was young, I was very much involved
in politics.
In the politics, yes. We were brought up to be politically correct, always fighting for justice. So as I grew older, I got more interested in it because I could see a lot of things going on, and since it's not that many people in my community that are interested in politics, I decided I would put myself forward, even if just one person is there. That person can make, can make a difference. So I got involved in the local politics, even back in Ghana. I was involved with the local politics there. And when I had the opportunity to travel here, because I had to join my partner here at the time, I got involved in the local politics in the UK as well.
So you came here with your partner, and you got married here, or?
No, we were married back home in Ghana.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but then he traveled here, and he wasn't coming. And at the time, we had a young child.
Ah, okay.
So after some time, I decided to join him here.
All right.
Yeah.
So you have, how many children do you have now?
I have 4 children of my own, and one son who is my ex-partner, because we are not living together anymore.
Ah, okay. But your children are all here?
Yes, my children are all here. I had to go back home to bring my son.
Ah, okay.
Because when I came here, I was facing a lot of challenges. I was in a very abusive, controlling, and manipulative marriage. Didn't get to make friends or know anyone. So it was really very challenging for me and very difficult.
I'm glad you are opening your heart and telling us all this. You know, you need very much courage to, you know, talk about yourself, and I'm glad you are talking about yourself. So, are your children involved in politics as well, or they don't?
At a point, some of them were, but at the moment, things are not that easy. So, yeah, they are still in it, but not very keen on going forward. My oldest son did tried to stand for councillor in 2017-2018 election, but he didn't get in, just as I also didn't get in. Yes, so, but my younger ones, my two girls, I have two younger girls. The younger one is really very political. She gets involved with school, being a school representative. She was on the school council and things like that, yes. And my son and my oldest daughter were my consults when I was deputy mayor. Yeah. And now my two girls are my consults. In 2017, when I got the deputyship, my oldest daughter was the youngest consort at the time. And then when I became mayor, my 15-year-old, who is now 16, was also the youngest consort.
Everybody nearly involved in it, yes.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I have at the moment if not because of my family. They are very, very supportive, and mainly my children. And the reason why I'm now able to talk about the domestic violence issues is because of my children.
Yes, I know what you mean. What did you miss most from your country, Ghana?
What I miss most is the family dynamics of the family network. Because back home in Ghana, we are a very, very close-knit family. There's always someone there to pick you up when you are down. And there's always someone there to look after the family. And yes,
very close, yes.
Yes, it's really, really very close. And I came up in a very big family. That's everyone is everyone's sister, brother, aunties. I lost my parents at a very young age, but I got aunties and uncles that brought me up. And I always refer to the oldest at the moment as my mom. So if that passed, the next oldest auntie becomes my mom.
I know what you mean. Yes, it's like our country, you know, Cyprus.
Yes, yes. So that's how our family.
Yeah, families are too close, you know. Yes,
we are very, very close.
Very close. So, what a mayor do every day in the office? I mean, you have to visit places, or you work in the office. What is just describe a day? Okay. You know.
Well, when I got elected, I'm going to talk about how things went for me. When I first got elected as the mayor, I only had like 2 weeks to prepare for the handover. Okay. So I didn't have much time. Usually, you get elected as a deputy.
Yes,
and then you have 1 year.
And then you know what's happening.
Yeah, yes, 1 year to prepare yourself for the handover to take the office. Okay. But I didn't get that. So everything was in a rush. So as soon as I got in, then we had a platinum jubilee of the Queen. Yes. So around that time, in a day, I had to attend like 4 or 5 events.
My God, yeah.
Yes. So I get up in the morning, I still do my full-time job, which is also about people. I always describe myself as a people's person. So I get up early in the morning, go to work, attend to my clients, rush home, get ready, especially Paul, one of my drivers. He's always like, even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he's there like 20 minutes, 30 minutes ahead.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I have to rush. So in a day, I'll rush to work, and then I have my young children to look after. So it's a very big challenge for me, but thank God I'm able to do it. So I'll do that, go to the events. Sometimes I attend 4 or 5. And then
5 events?
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes, and then I do citizenship on every Thursday. I do the citizenship. Sometimes we get ranging from more than 50 to more than 60 a day. Once a week on a Thursday. And then after that, I may have another event that I'll have to go to.
Rush again. Yeah.
Rush again. And then I would also work with the hospital discharge team as a rapid responder.
Okay.
And then in the evening, I have that as well.
Oh, my God. What do the people who come to see you talk about? Do they come there to complain or to ask you for a favor or to ask you to help them? What do they ask you?
Well, like some of the charities would ask to have a meeting with me. And it's usually about supporting their charities.
Okay.
So I have like about 10 charities now that I have to raise funds for. My main one is the domestic violence, which deals with the mental health of young people. Because through the domestic violence that I faced during my relationship, it affected my children and it affected their mental health. And that charity supported us through. So Wellbeing Connect Services is one of the charities that I'm supporting. So typical questions that they will raise is they don't have funding. So if we can support them or raise an awareness.
So you provide funding as well? Or?
Well, I try to raise funds.
Yes.
Yes, to support the charities.
From individuals or from organizations?
We do try to contact organizations if they can sponsor a charity event that we are doing or a fundraising event.
Okay.
So I've got some events lined up. I'm doing a quiz. I'm hosting a quiz on Friday,
this Friday,
Friday, the 3rd of February.
Okay.
And then I'm doing a Thanksgiving because I believe that it's God who has brought me far to reach where I have reached in my life. So I'm doing a Thanksgiving service on the 5th of February.
Okay.
And then I have a big gala, that I'm trying to sell tickets at the moment.
Which I have the information here.
Yes.
Yes, it's going to be at the Penridge Suite.
Yes, the Penridge Suite.
Give us more information about that. I mean, you know, you're doing it the 28th of...
the 28th, Tuesday, 28th of February. So we're doing it. It's a 3-course meal. There's welcome drinks, Prosecco, whatever drink you want. Welcome drinks. We have entertainment from the Platinum Performing Arts.
Yes.
They are providing the entertainment.
Which is one of your charities.
It's one of my charities, yes. It's one of my charities. And then we have auction. We've got some items from Tottenham Hospice and then Enfield Town Football Club. Yes, and then we've got a lot of raffle prizes as well. So we'll be doing raffle on the day. On the day, so I think it's going to be a great event. So you're selling tickets and you're going to do a raffle as well as an auction? Auction, yes. And the tickets are £60, which I think is really very good. Including meal? Yeah, 3-course meals. 3-course meals, We have whatever version people want. We've sent out the meal options. So you just have to let us know whether you are vegetarian, halal, kosher, everything. You let us know, and then it will be provided for you on the day. So because our, most of our audience, we have about 50,000 people living in Enfield and all this. How can they get in touch with you as far as this is concerned? You know, the charity that you're organizing, you know, the charity event. Well, I'm really happy that I'm here today. Yeah. So I'm going to use Hellenic TV as a form of contact for the people. So if you can advertise the information for me. Yes, we do. Yes, definitely. Yes. So the tickets have the details of the mayor's office. So it's mayor's office at enfield.gov.uk. And then they can give you the information of the bank details, even if you can't attend the
and
gala,
you pay, yes.
and you want to support.
Or even if you want to sponsor whatever,
yes, yes, any sponsorship,
yeah.
donation, anything.
Anything,
yeah,
yeah.
nothing is too small.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Yes, so I will really be very happy about that.
Yeah, yeah. Our audience, they see, you know, the information on the screen anyway,
Yes.
so they get in touch with, you know, you, and
Yes.
I hope everything goes well with this event.
And then if there are other local groups that want me to attend their events, it's the same email address. If they send it, the information
Yes.
there. Yes, I'm always happy to attend events because the position of a mayor is Enfield mayor is ceremonial. Is to attend the events of local people, get to know what's going on with the
Exactly.
community, and then see if I can support them as best as I can.
Okay, in this case, are there any other questions except of, you know, if they wanted to get help for their charities or whatever? Do they talk to you when they come to visit you? They talk to you about, you know, the difficulties they say they face, you know, like, for example, you know, even before we start this, you know, a couple of people, they ask you about why do Enfield had, you know, this trouble, they call it, with bicycle lines on this kind of thing, or some other
Like
you
the
know,
the LTNs, the
Yes.
low traffic neighborhood. I do get people asking me questions like that, but with my position, I can't actually give an opinion on it. Yes, because my position is apolitical.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just there
I know.
to support and then also to promote awareness of the charities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that
that's
people-
your aim, and that's
Yes.
yes. It would, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your plans when you leave? I mean, you have until May,
Yes.
end of May. Do you have
Yes.
any plans in
Well,
your
my
mind?
plans,
Yeah.
since domestic violence is something that is personal to me, because I usually say that I'm a survivor of domestic violence. So my plans are to continue with that, to promote awareness, especially the effect it has on the mental health of young people. So I'll still be working with some of these charities that promote the awareness of
Yeah.
this violent situation in our community. So I'll still work with them to promote that, because I'll still be a counselor for another
Yeah.
3 more years. So it's not something that I'll just drop as soon as my mayorship is finished. No, I'll continue to promote the awareness within the community.
How you going to do that? I mean, you planning to organize, for example, events and lectures, or how you going to do it?
Well, with the charities that are already established, sometimes we do seminars, awareness,
yeah.
that we try to promote the awareness of this domestic violence in our communities, and especially the mental health of the young people, because with the young people, this is something that they find very difficult to talk about. And not just the domestic violence. I think we've been through an era that had a lot of impact on the young people. That is during the COVID. They were locked indoors.
Yes.
They didn't have anywhere to go. They didn't have any friends to talk to. They were all locked in.
I know,
and
I know.
that is exactly why their mental health was more affected. Because
Definitely, yeah.
they couldn't talk or go out. You know, young
Exactly.
people like going out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any volunteers, you know, doctors or, you know, people who are helping these youngsters? I mean, in a charity, or are there any volunteers who are,
Yes,
you know,
we do
taking
have.
care of this?
Yeah, we do have a lot of charities or a lot of groups that provide service for the
For
young
this,
people.
yeah.
Yes, with Enfield we have camps. we have camps. So we have these charities that provide that service for the young people. Enfield Wellbeing Connect Services is one of them. Mind Enfield is another one of them. And then we have the Enfield Young People and Children's Partnership Service that also provide this service. And then we've got a lot of organizations and volunteers. Good. And I've actually met a lot of them. Yes, so I'll continue working with them on that.
I'm glad to hear that. You know, I mean, our community needs people like you to carry on and, you know, providing help for, you know, youngsters especially who are facing all these problems. So, you know, I hope you, you know, gonna continue and, you know, be like involved in various things.
Yeah.
What is your, you met, I suppose, quite a few Greeks, you know,
yes.
during your,
I have met a lot of Greeks. I've worked with some, and then I've attended to some as clients. Yes, and I'm someone who is just, I love people irrespective.
It doesn't matter who they are.
No, it doesn't matter who they are. So in my, when I became a counselor, I'm the only Ghanaian from my community that became a counselor in Enfield. And then the same only Ghanaian to be mayor. So I have to be there for other communities. So I've got Greek friends. I've got other ethnic group friends as well.
I know.
I'm there for everyone, not just for one community.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, this is how it has to be. So what is your message to our, you know, audience? We have various audience. We have Greeks, Turkish, we have Albanians, we have English, you know, various, you know, audience from various communities.
Well, my message out there is that it doesn't matter your background or where you come from or whichever ethnicity you are. It doesn't matter. Be an advocate. Be someone, be there for someone. It doesn't matter who that person is. I love working with people, and I know that when I go to work, usually they tell me that the way I smile, they are really happy. It makes a difference in their life.
Exactly.
So smile more and listen. Listen to people, because sometimes you don't know what's going on with someone's life. So you don't judge. Just listen and see how best you can support the person. And I will encourage everyone. If I can reach where I am today, everyone can. Just make that step and be persistent.
Believe in yourself, and
believe in yourself.
You succeed. Thank you, Mayor, for being here today and talk to us about yourself and about your personal, like feelings and your family as well and all this. And, you know, I'm sure you're going to be doing very well until May. You have a few months to go.
Yes, I've got a lot of events
4
lined
months
up.
To go, and you have various events.
Yes.
You want to just give us again those events are coming soon?
Yes. So my charity is actually Strong Minds. It's just to do with encouraging people to be vocal about what is going on in their lives. Because when I the first time I actually opened up was when I managed to come out of the relationship that I was in. Yes. Some of the communities, it's not easy talking about. It's a taboo actually to talk about.
Taboo, you're right.
Yes, to talk about domestic violence or what is going on in your life.
People are scared to talk about
it. And then people will just judge you as well. So it took me a long time
to come out.
Okay. It took me a long time. So that's why I chose that team as Strong Minds. If you don't have that strong mind, you won't be able to talk about what's going on. So the best thing is talk about it. People are always ready to listen. I'm ready to listen. I've been an advocate. So I'm trying to raise funds for the charities that I'm supporting. And I would ask any help, any support, even if you can't attend any of the events, if you can support us or sponsor us, it will be welcome. So the events one is the quiz night on the 3rd of February. And then I have a Thanksgiving service on the 5th of February, just to thank God for bringing me this far through the challenges that I've been through, and I'm still here. And then on the 28th of February is the gala that I'm doing at the Penry Suite, £60.
Okay, give us an email again, which is going to be on the screen as well, so people can get in touch with you if they have to.
Okay, if you email mayor@enfield.gov.uk, mayor@enfield.gov.uk.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much for having me here today.
Thanks.
Thanks, Hellenic TV. Thank you.
Yes,
and it's a good opportunity for me. I get to meet
Dr. Chris Fellas.
Dr. Chris Fellas, Helen
George Lingos.
Is Helen Sack?
There.
Yes, yes. I get to meet famous people, so thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being here, and wish you all the best again. And
thank you.
I have to say a big thank you to my sponsor, because without sponsors we can't do nothing.
And thank you to the sponsors as well.
Exactly, yes. Dr. Βασίλης Μαύρου, thank you, and thank you, Varosiletings. Have a good night, and see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.